Let us now do project number 3. This is the file. As you can see, the date is not visible here. Let me make this proper. At least you can see the dates. First question is make the headers Arial bold. This is the header. This needs to be made Arial font, bold, and size 14. Now, in order to ensure that all the headings are visible, you can select all this and double click on any of these boundaries between two columns which are selected. Populate the rate per unit after discount by calculating a discounted price. Now I have to put something here. I'll call it as discounted price. Price after this. You can call it this price after discount. Now if it is going to too wide, then I can put Alt Enter so that it comes next line after discount. Otherwise, if cell becomes too wide, finally I can do this also. I just put the cursor here. Alt Enter. It can be done every place. Units sold. I had more space here. This was employee ID. I think. This is employee. Now again, we part. Now let me employee. You don't want it to be broken here, so let me have slightly wider one. Yeah. Now price after discount will be this minus 12% of this. So is equal to this minus again this multiplied by only not 12, it has to be 12%. So 43,120 was there, 12% discount. Another method you can do it is, we'll just show it here. Another method you can do it is equal to star 100 minus this, and that is percentage. Both will get the same answer. Now I need to copy it to the entire thing. Remove this first. Double click, you get price after discount. Okay, the sales proceed of each product and put in total sales. So sales proceeds, total sales you can say. I have sold each item at this amount 37945.6, and how many I sold? I sold 20 of them. That is equal to price after discount. That is my sales price, and I sold 20 of them. And when I copy it, whole column gets populated. Apply currency format to the values in rate per unit. This is the rate per unit. So select the entire column. So Control Shift down arrow. I need to have, so right click, format cells, currency format. So this is currency format. Automatically it gives 2 decimal places. I want, and rupee symbol is there. If I do not want rupee symbol, I can select any other symbol. If it is dollar, I can select dollar. If it is AED, I can select AED, dirhams, all those things. So I select this. Then I say OK. So I got answer to the fourth question. Apply currency format to the values in rate per unit. Apply accounting format to values in the last 2 columns. Last 2 columns are this. So I have to select this. This I select another one also. Then I do Control Shift down arrow. Here, because there is some data lying here, it is not copied onto the bottom. It's a good healthy thing to see whether it is populated all over the place, because one place, if it is blank also, it will not go further unless you do this dragging part. Let me select this data once again. And I need to apply accounting format here. So right click, format cells. This time I do not want currency, I want accounting. Symbol has to remain same. Let me have 2 decimal places. And I say OK here. The difference between this is like rupee symbol is attached to the numeric here, as here it is apart. So It's all rupee in one line. Here it will not be in one line. This only thing. It looks neater, that's all. Now apply date format to read the date columns with 3 letters, that is 25. So I should change this date format. Let me select this, control shift down arrow, right click, format cells, come to custom, in custom, DDMMMYY will give me the requisite thing, and you can get a sample of that. So it shows here what I'm going to get. If I say this one double y, it shows it is 4. It shows only YY is not there. The data will be there, but display will be only MMYY January 23. So now I want DD MMMYY and then say okay. You can see all the dates are as per the requirement. Sort the data in the order of total sales in ascending order. The total sales are here. I need to sort this data. Let me sort, use a sort command, data sort. And it says my data has, if I don't click this one, then I'll get column headings. But I know that my data has got the column heading. Now I say that what is that you want to, I want to sort it in the order of sales, total sales. Ascending means smallest to largest. The one is descending, it is largest to smallest. So let me choose this. You can see now it is 7 was there. Smallest will come to the top. 37. So that is the apply, sort the data in the order of total sales in ascending order. Convert the data as a table. So first of all, I have to convert this data into a table. So be anywhere in the data. Here, I'm anywhere in the data. And control T to convert that into data. It's asking me, you want the data from A1 to J61. Let us see, verify whether it is converting, it is taking up the list. Yes, J1, this is the one. Okay, yes. So now this one is a table. Because to make a slicer, you need it to be in table format. Let's see what is that you want. Make a pivot data table. Insert a slicer. So insert slicer here. Slicer for what? Slicer for customer. Slicer for customer. Customer is salesperson is there, so customer is not there. So I think I need to change here. Change the slicer for salesperson. Customer is not there in this file. Salesperson. So insert slicer. Salesperson is there. So salesperson slicer. Then I say okay. A slicer here. I get a slicer here. This slicer is coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. I can convert that into columns also, into 2 rows also. For that, when you have selected the slicer, when you go to option, it says, do you want in 1 column? Yeah, right now it's 1 column. You want in 2 columns? It comes in 2 columns. You want it in 3 columns? You want it in 4 columns? 5 columns? You want 6 columns? When it comes 6 columns, it becomes wide like this, and you may not be able to see the entire thing. Showing it so that you decide what type of slicer you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. Ideal will be that it will be in 3 columns. So let us reduce it to 3. And in width here, it's not required. Our counting. Now it is in 3 columns. Now, if I select for, I can put it anywhere. I can now I anywhere. I can shift this data instructions. I can shift down below, and this one I put it here. Then I can be able to see both. Not able to see both, then I reduce the magnification so that everything is visible. So now I want to know only Divya. So Divya is there. I want to know only Sneha. Suppose I want to know Sneha and Divya. Keep the control button pressed and press. So I got, this is Divya. Remove all of them first. I want Divya, then press control and go Sneha. I got Divya and Sneha both. You want another one also? I want Meena also. So this is only Meena. So clear everything. All of them are visible. Suppose I want Arun up to Kiran. I have to put shift and enter. Whatever is in between gets selected. But if I want only Arun and Sneha, I have to use control button. Our selection is done. Now all the things are removed. Everybody is visible. Now when you see that, you can see when you selected Divya, you can see all these colors are become blue. There is a filter on. So remove that, go to the funnel and remove that X sign there. So that is slicer. Make a pivot table to get product in rows and sum of total sales. So pivot table I need to create. So be in the data anywhere. Insert. Pivot table is here. And it asks you where do you want, what is the, so it is saying, okay, table one is the one. Yes, table one, you want to verify whether table one is covering the entire data. This line, dotted line here. Yes, that is my data. Sometimes what happens, suppose you have calculated something, you have calculated the total sum. The sum also will be included, and we not want that sum to be included as part of the table. So in that case, you have to change here. For table one, then probably you have to select only the data which is required. Where do you want it? Do you want a new worksheet? So let me, for neatness sake, let us say I want it in a new worksheet. Default to the new worksheet. So let me say I wanted a new worksheet. Then it says, this is your template. Now let me remind you what is that I want to do. What I want to do is pivot table product in rows and sum of total sales. Each product wise total sales. So salesperson in product in rows. Product in rows. Where is the product? Product is here. That has to be in rows. Then I want total sales here. That is not just that much. I want product wise, salesperson wise. What is that? I want total sales for each product. That is precisely. Laptop is there, mobile is there. So sales of laptop is this much, sales of mobile is this much. This, of course, I can change the format by format cells. I want it to be in currency format. I do not want two decimal places here. 0 is okay. But then I see whether this meets my requirement. Requirement was then pivot table to get product in rows and sum of total. Now, suppose I want to go a little further on this one, though it is not given in the question. I want according to the salesperson. So let me see salesperson. I want to put in the columns. I want to know how much Divya has sold, how much Kiran has sold. Divya sold 143,964 of laptop. Neha sold all items. Neha's tablet is 582. So all those details are there. Now, why is it called pivot table? Because you can rotate. You can change from, you can bring the salesperson here and product here. So you're effectively turning around. So that's why it's called pivot tables. Without any effort, you can do that. So that is answer to this question of pivot tables. Now make a column graph of product-wise total sales based on. So now I have included this. So let it be here. Let me make another copy of this, like copy this one and paste. Here in this one, I want what my graph needs. When the graph does not need anything or salesperson, I remove salesperson and put it back whatever he wants to be there. And then I do not want product in columns. I want product in rows. Nothing not to disturb the pivot table when you're making graphs because sometimes it can give problems. So method of ensuring that you don't touch pivot table itself is just copy that, but not just pasting. It's called paste special link. Link means suppose something changes here, it will automatically change here also. So you can see that this is showing here the formula bar is equal to B18. This is showing B19. This is showing A18. Now with this one, maybe you can have the headings we can put. This is the product and this is the. Now I can make whatever graph they wanted. Here it says column graph. Column. Let me make a column graph so that I selected the data. So insert. This is the graph here. And I want a column graph. So a column graph is made. Now here is becoming big numbers here, very difficult to read for people. Select this one, whole thing, box gets selected. Right click, format axis, and here it says display units. What are the display units? You can't go for million here because million nothing will be visible. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So maybe you can go for thousands. This have thousands here. Looks some decent figure. And I can also put here, right click on this one. First click, it will select all of them. If you click once again, only one gets selected. Now I want all of them to be selected. So get out. Now right click, add data labels. Add data label. And then you can change the data labels to 0 decimal places also. Let me format data labels. I want data labels number to be number. I do not want any decimal places there. Let it round it off to the nearest one. So 5,152 thousands, 1,600, 06 thousands, 3780, 868 thousands. So this is how, and then you want to change the color of this, and you want to narrower things, we can make it like this. Broader thing can make like this. Overlap, series overlap is not valid here because the only one data is there. There is two bars, then how much is, they should be touching each other. That one is there. Then I want different color, fill color. Right now it is default, it is blue. I want it to be color. I can make whatever color I want, I can choose. Because the original color, which by default is green color, and if you want to select only one of them to be one color, so select here. As is selected, only that becomes. Now this one I want to be, this one I want it to be black. This I want it to be white, has no meaning because white will not be visible. Light green. Whatever you want to change it here, you can do that. And then something like transparency is selected here. So I can make it brighter or lighter depending upon my requirement. I can even add gradient fill where two colors are there. You can experiment all these things. So this is how the data, and this one you can move around here if I do not want it here. I can change the headings. I can change font of headings. I can make it bold. I can make underline, make red color. All those things are possible. So that takes care of column graph. This is column graph. I want to convert this into bar graph. I don't do anything. Suppose let me make a copy of this. So copy, right click, copy. I'll paste it here and make it paste. Now this graph I want to change chart type. Instead of bar, I want to make, instead of a column, I want to make it a bar. So I get a bar chart. Make a copy again. Control right click, copy, and make it paste here. Then on this side, do not want it to be. So change chart type. I can have a line. So I get a line. Now this line is a zigzag line. Now I want it to be a smooth line. So when it's selected, I get a smooth line option here. So if I want, I can make a smooth line. We copy it again and put it here. With one graph, you can create any number of graphs depending upon what is the most relevant graph. So I want this to be a change right click, change chart type. I want it to be pie chart. So it comes a pie chart. In pie chart, I do not know, though I can say pie chart, but in this one, I don't know how much is the percentage. So right click, format data labels. Want not only value which is there, know that it goes off. So right click, format, add data labels, of course. Then come to format data labels. So value was removed earlier, then we brought it back. I also want percentage, and I do not want percentage in the same line. I want percentage as a separate line in a new line. That is coming as 0 because formatting, I need to change the decimal places to here number, because it was set to 0 in that place. I want it to be 2 decimal places. So 0.29, that is 29% is the, so this is how we at data labels, percentage, number, here you can choose percentage. And now I can make decimal places. I do not want two decimal places. I can make it 0 decimal. 29%, 23%. I can change the color of the thing also. I can make it white. So that again, format data labels, color I can change. I can change color to white. So this much for all the things which are asked here. But of course, I've shown much. I can remove this one. Even beyond that. So practice, everything depends on practice.